Well, surf therapy. It's a big word, surf therapy. It's connecting one-on-one with the child, interacting through the ocean. It's an enlightenment, you know. What we use is the ocean to shorten the communication sensory gap between them and us. You know, if you had 3 children sitting there, just sitting, at their desk, let's just say one has autism, one doesn't have autism, and just one's blind and deaf. Either way, you're not communicating with either one of them, let's just say. You can throw a glass of water in their face, you have an immediate reaction from them. The ocean's moving. The ocean is scary. At first, they're not interested. At first, they might not even want to go out. They might be very reluctant. Their parents are reluctant about it. They think we're just taking them surfing. Surfing is a small piece of the actual whole picture of what really happens in the ocean, which changes their complete sensory. It electrifies them, it wakes them up. It's a complete awakening of their body, of their mind. Cole that day, normal kid. The difference is he had severe autism, he was also deaf. He had a great surgery that allowed him to actually have these implants that went into his brain that actually allowed him to hear. We first got him in the ocean. It was interesting, because you always watch the child immediately to see what is his reaction. What he was doing was he was listening though. He had his ear intently down on the board, and he was listening to the ocean, feeling the vibrations. After the first wave, what his feelings were about, who he was. And he took it in. He wasn't really completely shaken up or, completely, I would say as the word awakened yet, but he was plugged in. On the way back, I was checking in with them as I do with all children, patting them on the back, listening to them, their heartbeat, with my ear on their back, and just kind of hugging them and holding them, making them feel trust, secured by me, because we can't see eye to eye because I'm behind him, but you can feel their energy and they can feel mine, and that's the most important thing. We almost high-fived. I went to high-five him. He tried, but his arm was in a particular way, so he couldn't get back to me. But we waited around, and again, it takes a little while. There's a lot of patience involved in finding the right way for the child. And here came the second wave. Now, the second wave is where he really, I would say, plugged in. Right when I paddled, I was already paddling to go for the wave. Instinctually, he already pushed his hands up. He was already starting to push up. I wasn't ready for that. Once I got him up, I realized that, we both realized, the special moment started. The electricity started right then and there. We rode the wave all the way to the end. We got off. I felt the magic. So I put him back on the board, and immediately I looked eye to eye to him, as I do all the time with the children I work with. And I went to high-five him, and he finished it. He came after me. And it was a complete one as one. It was an immediate reaction. And from then on, it was a huge smile, nothing but complete presence. It's a complete awakening. So his body that was lethargic at the beginning, if you notice, is now completely up. He's completely awoken. All his body muscles were up. He was completely focused and present. And that was just after the second wave. It wasn't like we've been sitting there for hours. We haven't been surfing for months together. This is talking about one time surfing with one kid after a second wave to see the powerful magnitude of the healing of the ocean with him. Now, simply after that, it was just simply surfing with a kid. I didn't see his autism. I didn't see anything more but just a beautiful kid on the board with big smiles and a big energy, just having a great time. So after the third wave, present, completely plugged in, it wasn't the same kid that I paddled out with. And I have to say, surf therapy is hand in hand with obviously therapy that the children have in classrooms. But Malibu Underdogs is here to show the world, to show people that, by documenting what we're doing, we're showing you that the transformation of these children. These children are completely 100% different after they leave the ocean.